The dust up which has taken place in Ladakh from May of 2020, why is that different and how is it different from previous such incidents which happened also in Ladakh in 2013? You had another incident in 2014 at Chumar when President Xi Jinping was paying an official visit to India. And then, of course, more recently in 2017, you had the 72-day standoff in Bhutan at Doklam. But May 2020 was different, and it was different on the following grounds. One, the Chinese moved their troops to the India China border areas in Ladakh in huge numbers, in large numbers, in numbers which had not been seen over the last 2 to 3 decades. So, as many of you would have read in the newspapers, at one point in time, there were several divisions of troops, both Chinese and several divisions of troops from the Indian Army too. 40 to 50,000 soldiers and officers on the Chinese side, 40 to 50,000 soldiers, officers on the Indian side, with large amount of heavy artillery, with large amount of tanks, etc., etc. And this is why this particular incident is different. And it shows clearly that what Ganesh was talking about was the asymmetry in economic, military, and comprehensive national power between India and China. That came into play, and China felt that it could move its troops because of this asymmetry in power. Now, our reaction obviously cannot be as it was either in 2013 or in 2014 or in 2017. We have to understand that China has decided that it will no longer discuss the border issue with India. It will try to resolve it unilaterally and militarily on the ground. And that is something which is completely unacceptable, not merely to the government of India, but also to the people of India. And therefore, that is what set us thinking about how should India respond? That this is not merely a military affair. It is a much longer and deeper game between India and China. And it is a game which is a strategic game over a long period of time. It's not merely a question of moving 40,000 troops to Ladakh on our part or on their part, etc. And this is what has led to this particular paper. And I can share with you that we have enough material and we are contemplating making it into a book which is called Strategic, Patient and Flexible Policies. In the short run, of course, India has a bad hand of cards because of this asymmetry. And what we have recommended or suggested is that, as Ganesh has already mentioned, that there are a group of 20 countries, either they're the major democracies of the world, or they're in China's neighborhood like Russia, or they're in India's neighborhood like Bangladesh and Sri Lanka. We should build deep partnerships, which is not just partnerships between the governments of these countries and India, but also between our economies, our industries, our technological people, our scientists, our educational institutions, and build balancing coalitions which will enable us in the short run to stave off or see off the China challenge.